Since we're playing the 56 mod, I've noticed that there's a lot of interesting portraits that have now kind of come up out of nowhere. I'm personally rooting for future Alex. I'm pretty sure this is future Alex. At least he still has eyebrows. So this is gonna be similar to our previous HOI4 video. There's gonna be 80 civil wars at one time. This time we'll be using the Road to 56, and as you can see, I released every nation possible. There's a lot of places that I have actually not seen before. I don't know if this mod updated. It's almost like there's some Easter egg nations as well. Of course, the great powers have to deal with more uprisings than everyone else, which should balance things out. Especially for the places that don't even have to deal with the civil war, they might do really well here. Like for example, most of Africa only has one state, so I can't really pop anything out of that. For the most part, this continent should be kind of stable. I know some of you might perhaps get like disgust boners, you know what I'm saying? Like when you're really grossed out, you somehow get aroused. I'm not sure how many people have to deal with that in life, but I'm just saying, if that's you, well, you better prepare yourself because these borders are about to be horrible. Yeah, no, that is definitely a thing. That is definitely a thing. I didn't know that was possible. This is gonna be an interesting World War II. Obviously, there's a lot of places that have a chance, and there's no factions at the start, so I guess any team can form. We also don't know which ideology is gonna be best. The world's still kind of figuring that out, but obviously there's plenty of fascist and communist uprisings. East Asia is gonna be pretty interesting to watch, since China technically already starts in a civil war. Now all these warlords just have to deal with even more shit. Just like Inception, it just keeps going deeper. Damn it, okay, well, boring Poland just beat communist Poland. That's unfortunate. Also, we have Italy joining a faction. Okay, that wasn't supposed to happen. So this is about to go in a very different direction. I did not expect this. World tension's already at like 50%. I guess that'll keep the beginning exciting. In the UK, we actually have the authoritarians and fascists working together. That's kind of perfect. They're part of the same faction, and they're both going after the democratic side. While in Germany, we actually have kind of a different situation. Authoritarians and communists working together, and of course, they're trying to take out Paint Boy. It's really weird because like those German uprisings are actually on the same team as democratic UK. So you've got like stable governments helping out uprisings. I don't know. It's just a mess. And real quick, just to prove that there are in fact 80 internal conflicts going on right now, HOI4 generates like a new tag for, they're basically new nations when they rise up. And all the way up here, you'll see D80. A little weird. I know it's kind of complicated, but there you go. The US are seeing a lot of states work together that are kind of odd. Well, I mean, besides the Confederate states, that kind of makes sense. But then there's New England and the states that have a total of maybe 32 population. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure there's only like 32 people living out here. France just went monarchist, taking 19 states. Remember, they don't have any of their colonies, so they're not that powerful. And then, yeah, regular old Sweden lost. So that's gonna be good. Which also keep this in mind that sometimes when the original government falls, that's it. They just make a peace deal. So I guess it's not even really Sweden, it's just like Sweden 1 and Sweden 2. Since we're playing the 56 mod, I've noticed that there's a lot of interesting portraits that have now kind of come up out of nowhere. I'm personally rooting for future Alex. I'm pretty sure this is future Alex. At least he still has eyebrows. I honestly shouldn't be talking. Oh man. I guarantee you I just jinxed myself. With the world pretty much exploding and all these wars happening at the same time, I would have thought that like everyone would be joining a faction by now. World tension's basically at 100%. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. There are actually a couple conflicts that are happening that aren't civil wars, the German-British War and the German-Soviet War. But those were called in because of like factions, I guess. As I said, I mean, Africa's just chilling. They relaxing, which they kind of need to because they don't have much. They were just released. But I think there's only like 4 or 5 civil conflicts going on. The CSA just won. They just had their treaty in Honolulu. For some reason, like, did the Confederate States even know about Hawaii? Because I feel like they don't. Europe is finally starting to kind of stop the fighting. There's still a little bit more going on, especially in the East, Soviet Union, Finland. Jesus, what the hell's happening? I guess for the most part, this European Pac 1, they seem to be the most dominant. By the way, this is not just Germany and Italy. It's actually 2 Germany and Italy's on this team. Oh, I probably should have realized this, but a lot of these places that are replacing the original government just have regular focus trees. That is gonna be interesting. Democratic Korea is looking like they're about to lose to a northern fascist Korea. South Korea be taking L's in every universe. Thank you, this damn thing is over. who's kind of making HOI4 run like ass. So at least we'll be able to get a couple years into this universe. I keep forgetting that just because these civil wars are over, it doesn't mean that, yeah, the universe is about to be peaceful. Like, the Soviets are about to take someone out over here in the east. This might be one of my favorite portraits ever. I think I've seen him before, but just his face. Not only is he a creepy uncle that touches you, but he's also a communist. I don't know what's worse. It's a miracle we actually have two separate places at war, and not just a nation at war with itself. I miss this so much. All right, never mind. The middle of Europe is actually having a lot of trouble. They haven't been able to put away this invasion. I don't know where it's coming from, but they probably won't last. Problem is the Soviet Union. They are gonna be really hard to take out. They've already taken out at least 2 different nations, and I don't know how any of the other guys are gonna get over here. Probably not the smartest move ever, Mexico. I would have definitely advised against this. You didn't even win your own civil war, but at least you tried. Of course, Turkey. Of course. Oh, wow. I guess it is time for the Soviets to come save the day. They managed to squeeze an army in here, and they're about to take out, yeah, a whole lot of countries. They actually figured out a lot. I don't know what happened. They're very stable now. They got Sweden, Denmark, the Dutch. Now they just have to invade the UK. At least now North America's in on the fun, and it really hasn't stopped for them ever since the beginning of this video. They've been in constant chaos. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, I don't know what civil wars are still happening, what civil wars have kind of pieced out. Like Raj, this is a peace deal, actually. And don't even get me started on ideologies. I don't know. Japan is now going in, which is pretty smart. I don't know if Stalin was ready. Is this even Stalin? Yeah, I think it's gotta be the Soviet Union. All right, we'll see how he does. Oh, they formed their own thing. I didn't even realize that. Greater East Co-Prosperity Sphere. Slovenia, you do you. Poland just formed the Commonwealth. Damn, they're having a good game. You wouldn't have expected that. I guess because usually the people around them are being dicks. Not this time around though. Finally, a giant peace deal to end World War II. I don't even know if it's actually World War II. It's just anarchy at this point, but yeah. Basically, the Soviets saved them. And Japan just got real lucky with the fascist Chinese winning their own civil conflicts, but that is not good because yeah, they're probably not ready for this. I am so sorry, Mexico. I had no idea you knew exactly what you were doing. Okay, please just don't slaughter me now that you own California. Well, that can't be good. That is bad for just everyone. So much meat shield now, so much meat shield. Poland is finding friends. Probably not the best friends. There was a brief Russian uprising. That wasn't even caused by me, that was just naturally in the game. And they got Pakistan. Amazing. Okay, and somehow the US is back. Somehow. Mexico was dealing with a big invasion from, yeah, the European pack or whatever. Didn't work out for them that well. At least they're a part of it now. For the most part, this world is ruled by communism. Kind of. I mean, it's a big chunk of communism as well as a lot of authoritarianism. Like in Germany, Italy, France even. They got a lot of places. Democracy still exists in places like the UK, Japan, and Upside Down World. But, I mean, those are really only on small pockets of the map. Argentina and Brazil have been beaten up on a lot of Latin America. I guess so has Peruvian, Bolivian Empire, whatever that is. But because they're not a part of this little friendship group, yeah, that would be their downfall. Funny enough, the US is gonna end up communist, but without the creepy guy. The creepy guy is not in charge. And I didn't even realize that it's because they're a puppet to the Soviet Union. So the Soviets got a lot more out of that peace deal than I thought. The Kurds pretty much had their best game yet, which is nice because I don't think we've seen this nation before. They took out Iraq, and then they took out Iran, who had Afghanistan. They control a majority of the Middle East. Poland's also doing well, but of course, their ultimate destiny is just to be gangbanged. There's just no way around it. But then again, I guess Poland will make it to the end of the video. They probably won't continue to last much longer after that, but they're just at war with the UK, Brittany, and some other small places. I had no idea it was Siam versus the world. I am actually just shocked that they're still going. That's kind of incredible. They better get some type of award. Africa didn't do much at all, which is kind of unfortunate. And weirdly enough, the Western Hemisphere, it looks like nothing happened. After all this time, it kind of looks like nothing happened, especially obviously in the US and Mexico. Canada's still struggling, as Canada does. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really like this 80 plus or 80 Civil War mod. There's a lot of cool things. That's why I wanted to revisit it at least one more time. I've just never been able to do this before. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
And big thanks to Furry Cruise, LVC, Destiny, 9000. Hen Papa Stalin of the paintbrushes. Danko Franco. Mega Fat Boy. Elijah Senpai. Roosterification. Jen's Love Disc. Swiss Argo. Maxi G. King Solomon. Abraxas. Galley. Tanner of the Nazareth. Hatman. Cooter Donkey. Mr. Diddlesman. Brandon H. Beard Dun 97. The Lord of Silence. And Ben Moak.